I say we lock Geiger in the trash compactor, release it out into space, and we tell people he didn't make it. That's why only 3 of us came back.
Horns, that's like murder.
No, Banner, that's math. Welcome in to the Bro 4 Squad podcast, our review of Season 5, Episode 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. entitled A Life Spent. I just watched the episode with Banner, not exactly sure how it got that title, but let's go around and meet my fellow bro tonight, Brian Banner, the mad scientist, who will help me grade this episode on our 4 criteria for all TV shows: the acting, the story, our best scene, and theories, or what the hell is going on this show. So into the lab to the mad scientist. Brian, what did you think of the acting and the cast in Season 5, Episode 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
It's this, like I said, the last show, this season has the highest potential and the greatest amount of disappointment that can happen. Sinara, I don't even know what her real name is, but she's a hot blue Asian chick that just tickles your balls the whole show.
I love how she's blue, but also Asian.
Yeah. I mean, am I wrong, though?
No, you're not wrong. I know, you're not.
But she's just not doing it for me. I don't really understand her character. I don't know what she's doing with Gemma and the whole bringing kids in and trying to have them basically compete, after they go through Terrigenesis. I don't understand it, and that may be why I don't like her. And really, the Kree in general are just not really doing it for me. A lot of the new actors and actresses that they brought in aren't living up to what the original cast has set up over the past four seasons.
Yeah, I haven't seen a woman carry a pair of balls around like that since my ex-wife Rachel. For me, acting and cast, I know you'll echo this too. Elizabeth Henstridge, who plays Gemma, it's tough with shows to often talk about the regular cast because we just see them so often, but she's been awesome so far this season, man. The writers have given her a lot to do. Like, her emotional through line as far as being this healer, and the Kree are like, what the fuck is like medicine and helping people? And she's like, oh, it's like actually this cool thing that sometimes humans do when they're not being assholes to each other. That's been really cool to see. And then Ciara Bravo, who was on this episode as Abby. You and I talk about this all the time. It's hard to find kid actors that don't suck. And I think it's even harder on TV because they can't cast as wide a net and the casting budget isn't as high. But I thought she did a great job as Abby in this episode.
Yeah, I agree with both of your statements there. I think the thing with Gemma is that she's like acting circles around these other people. And that just either makes her look really, really good, as well as these other people look really, really bad. Like I said with Sinara, and then Casillas or whatever the fuck his name is, the other blue guy.
Yeah, can I say something about him real quick? So I said last episode, which was basically the premiere, episodes 1 and 2, I was intrigued cautiously about what Casillas' character was going to be. After seeing this, and we'll get into this in story and plot here in a sec, I'm just not interested in what's going on with him. And whenever he's on screen, I'm kind of like, no, thank you. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, at first, like last episode or over the premiere, I thought this is the bad dude. This is going to be the dude that they're chasing, that they're kind of fighting the whole season. I don't think that anymore. And yeah. I think that
because we saw him get punked in this episode.
Oh, for sure he got punked in this episode.
So that'll lead us right into our next category, story and plot. We alluded to it a little bit right there. What do you think of how they progressed the story in episode 3?
I mean, I think that on one side, you got two sides of the coin here. You've got the Kree side, and then you have what Coulson and his team are doing with the salvage yard side. And I'll leave the Kree side to you because I know you've got a lot to say on that. All I'm going to say as far as the other side is, I swear to God, if that's not Fitz on the radio, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. I need more Fitz in my life right now. We haven't seen him. This is 3 episodes in a row after what they ended season 4 on. So they really need to progress that story along some more. And I swear to God, if I hear about Quake blowing up the Earth one more time, I can't take 22 episodes of that. They're going to have to come to terms with either she did or she didn't pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, I don't know if the showrunners are trying to, hey, everybody gets theirs, because last season was really Fitz-centric and focused on him. But it was awesome. And I love Ian DeCaster, who plays Fitz. I need him in this show soon. Yeah, so the stuff with Coulson and his team, I love. The mystery of what was Virgil actually doing is super intriguing to me. I'm digging all that. Again, the Kree stuff feels like okay, they're like, all right, we know people didn't like Inhumans, but just give us another chance with this. We won't fuck it up, I promise. And it's losing me a little bit. The Gemma stuff is interesting, but like you said, I can't do 22 episodes of the Kree stuff. I need more of Coulson and his team on this freighter and just like trying to liberate these people or even themselves, because that stuff's cool to me.
Here's the thing about this. This show is called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know it's going to be a show about a team saving the world from something. So that's what I want to watch, is the team saving the world from something, not the team trying to escape time travel. And then we have this whole other story going on over here about a bunch of people that I don't care about, except one member of the team is there. So like, you should care. No, I just want them like saving their own shit.
And that brings us to our third category, best scene. What was the one that jumped out to you from this episode?
Mine was the yo-yo scene when Yo-Yo makes her little Matrix thing get all messed up, and then she uses her super speed, steals the little scroll tablet thing, and passes it off to Daisy. That scene, they took some fucking time and spent some money on good CGI, motion capture, computer sciencey stuff.
Wow, the very technical, Brian. Our listeners might not be able to make out what that means.
I can't see us getting a whole lot more of that moving forward, because they've put a lot of money into the CGI in these first two episodes, but the more they give me, the happier I'm going to be.
This show uses CGI like that power home run swing in Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball.
Oh my God, I love that game.
Yeah, they don't do it often, but when they do, they connect, and it's been awesome. So that scene was really good, because the CGI on the show, they don't, like, again, they use it sparingly, so when they do, it's usually pretty high quality for TV. My favorite scene was when Daisy was in the elevator and kicked the shit out of those two Kree guys who were like leaving Trader Joe's with their groceries. The fight choreography there was awesome, and Chloe Bennett as Daisy is just such a badass on the show. She didn't even really use her powers till the very end, which I thought was pretty cool. It's kind of like, I think I can beat the shit out of both of you without even quaking you. It's basically a huge slap in the face.
That's one thing that I will say that they've done a really good job of this season is the action scene. I mean, they've always had good fight choreography scenes, but this season I feel like they've taken it to another level. I mean, you're not just fighting humans and they're not using inhuman powers. You're actually fighting like superior beings when you fight the Kree. And both episodes last week and this week had really good fight scenes between humans and Kree. So I will commend them on that.
Yeah. And last thing we have for the episode is theories, or where do you think the show's going? Not a lot really progressing either thing there. We got some of the mystery behind what Virgil's doing. Basically just shows you that Tess is about to get really pissed off. Like, just like all men, he lied to me about everything. So what did you think as far as the story progression or any theories you have going forward?
Like I said, I think that they've got two storylines here that are completely separate. And I don't like that. I want them to kind of be together, interweave a little bit. I kind of want Coulson's team to be going after Gemma a little bit more than just having Daisy do it. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Deke. I don't understand that guy, but he looks like Bradley Cooper's less talented, less handsome little brother. And the more of him that I get, the more pissed off I get.
Yeah, I don't know if Deke is actually a little shithead or if he's just the guy who's gonna play with, run to the side of the dodgeball team that's just winning, kicking the shit of the other team. I'll say this for theories. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying I think that was Fitz on the radio. And the other thing, I'm just getting a bad feeling that something's gonna happen to Gemma this season. They're really setting her up as the sympathetic character. She's always been a sympathetic character, but right now they're making us fall in love with her more than even before, because I think they're going to build us up to chop us down. So I'm getting a little worried, especially because she's just up there in the penthouse. Who knows when Casillas is going to be like, all right, I'm good. You can just die now and be floating out in space.
Yeah, but he had some really good looking sushi. Like, that was high quality sushi that he had up there.
I didn't see any shrimp tempura rolls, so that's kind of what lost my interest.
I feel you.
So, all right, guys, that will do it for our review of Season 5, Episode 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. For the Mad Scientist, Brian Banner, I'm the Mayor, Jeff Hornacek. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Bro4Squad. Subscribe to us on iTunes and YouTube, Bro4Squad, 3 words. If you leave us an iTunes review, we'll read it on our show. We appreciate it. And check out everything we are doing over on our website at Bro4Squad.com. Thank you, guys, and we will catch you for Episode 4.
I couldn't think of anything witty.
I couldn't either, man. I was like hoping it would come to one of us, but The intro was good enough. That's fine.